I'm trying to remember when it was when I started adding in oils. I actually don't have an answer to that one. And I don't want to say something and, not halt, but like interrupt your journey. I just know in the very beginning, it would not be recommended. I was like, this is for advice for 0 to 6 months. So yeah, I would definitely say not in those 0 to 6 months. And then your hair naturally has oils in it, as long as you're not like heavily stripping it every time you wash your hair. So you should be fine. In my Just Start Your Locks. Now what I talk about banding, especially if you're an interlocker, band your locks to avoid slippage. Less manipulation. I know we're like, oh, I saw this style on Instagram. You just start your locks. Let your locks form. Stretching and pulling on them. In the moment, it may feel cute, but down the line, when your locks look a certain way, you're like, why do my locks look like this? It's not necessarily your hair texture thing. It's what you were doing and the styling and all the pulling you were doing in the beginning stages that will definitely show up. And I want to say document your journey. I know in the beginning it always feels like, is my locks gonna ever drop? They seem like they're the same size as when I started. But if you take pictures, you'll see the progress a little bit better than just looking in the mirror each day. Alrighty, so down to my next question. And I don't know if I'm like doing something wrong today. Oh wait. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong today, but I'm like, did I have my chat on or is it off? I don't know. I have no idea. You know, it looks like, let me see, my timer's going, so I know I'm live, but I'm like, is the chat open or off? I don't know. We'll find out soon. Because this was my first time scheduling a live since like some years ago. And I was looking back at some of my old lives. I'm sorry, quick commercial break. I was looking back at some of my old lives, like the very first one I did. And I had no clue. And because I don't do them often, every time I come back, I'll be like, I don't have any clue. And I'm pretty technology savvy, but I be on here like, what is this button? And every time I get to the end of a live, especially when it's been gaps in time between me doing the live, I'm like, how you stop this thing? But then I'm like, I'm still recording. I can't look like I don't know what I'm doing. But I do look like I don't know what I'm doing. We'll see. I know how to stop it now. But every time it's gaps in time between one live and another, I'm always like, what do I press? So I'm like looking at the screen. And I know I'm thinking you can edit maybe your lives after you record them. I'm not, yeah. Well, I don't know if you can edit the actual video. I know you can edit the information on there. But anywho, commercial break is ending. Okay, going back to the question. This is the last question. Unless some pop up in the chat. If some pop up in the chat, then I will, of course, respond to those. So, yep. How to grow locks quickly. You know what? I feel like if someone had the answer to that one, they could bottle up and sell, then their business will be booming. I feel like a lot of hair care products bottle up that idea. This can grow your locks long and luscious. They may not say it quickly though. But there's no magic potion or magic one step to follow to grow your locks long quickly. As someone who is about to hit sweet 16 with her locks, this didn't happen. Like my locks did not get down here quickly. It actually felt like when I was in 7 years, I was like, oh my gosh, like at that point I had a length goal set. I remember feeling like, oh my gosh, my hair has been at this length since forever. But I had pictures and videos that told me otherwise. My locks were growing, but because I hadn't hit the goal